sure why I'm having trouble doing it. I need to get warmed up, that's really the thing, is I had this fine yesterday. Why can't I keep my arms straight? Come on! Close enough. Probably not. Could I do it if I had to? Probably, but after getting a glimpse as to, how much better my line art and whatnot look like with the drawing tablet and the pen, I would probably never be able to look at my old artwork the same. Because I just love how much more free it looks. things are fucking hard with a pen. What the fuck? Excuse me? Why is it doing that? Why is it suddenly gray like that? Oh! Duh. Duh, I'm doing it on the wrong layer. I'm a fucking genius. Yeah, I hit the sketch layer. I noticed. Come on, Nick, I'm not in the mood. I just want to draw. No, I don't really have an idea for a background. I have, like, a small idea, but... I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I can't figure out what the fuck to do with this line. No joke. This is such an awkward angle. I might do this. This isn't helping at all. This is gonna require a lot of cleanup, but I guess close enough. Honestly, that is the idea that I originally had, but it's like, I draw all my characters doing that, so it's like, I didn't really know if I wanted to do the same thing again. If I could give you my background skills. Oh, trust me, I need that more than anything. Although, I did, if you saw my last picture that I did with Fate, I actually did use a brush for the first time. I figured out how to add brushes to Sai, and I actually did find a star brush that worked really well. You see it right here. You just pick a color and show you. Yeah, I was able to find a star brush. So yeah, I at least can make decent looking night skies now. Instead of poking stars into the sky one at a time, I can actually, like, make a decent starry sky. This line art is what's gonna be the death of me. This is probably my least favorite part of doing the drawing is doing the line art, because I'm clearly not very good at it. My hands don't work great. Ah, I'm still on green. Whoops. Hi, Volgron. I suck at drawing eyes. Let it be known. That looks better. Not gonna lie, I almost wanted to cry when that song started playing because it just gives me so much good happiness. I've only done like the first half of the body. Drawing dragons is hard. Actually, honestly, drawing dragons isn't hard, it's just time consuming. Because dragons can potentially have a lot of details that you have to pay very close attention to. And considering Voltara is considered a simple dragon, that says something. Dragons just take up a lot of time. Whereas ponies can be drawn in like half the time. Seriously, like if I was drawing one of my pony OCs, this probably would have been done by now. Or at least the line art would have been done by now. Good singing, thank you. Were you talking about the previous song? It's a Undertale AU theme for SpongeBob. And I just like the way it sounds, so I just added it to the list. I don't even know why I like it so much, but I do. Did you hear about what's going on with the Switch? What about it? I mean, I know there's been rumors going around that there's like this Switch Pro that they're planning on releasing, I guess. My guess is to compete with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but I haven't been really paying much attention to it, mostly out of just the fact that I don't really feel like buying another Switch. Like, so the only reason I would really buy another Switch is if they release, like, some limited edition Pokemon one like they did with the DSs, because I never got to own a Pokemon-themed DS, so I want to fix that with a Switch, but... Yeah, fun fact, I actually never got to own any limited edition, Pokemon DSs, fun fact. You'd think that that would be, like, the first thing I'd grab, because I know at least there was, like, a Pikachu 3DS that was pretty well known. But yeah, I never actually got to own one. I've only had, like, plain color 3DSs and my Purple Galaxy one, which honestly which is behind me on the table there. But honestly, I love my Purple Galaxy 3DS, like, so much. The one time I got to swear in front of my grandmother without getting grounded. That was an interesting Christmas. But anyway, the Nintendo Switch could face supply issues in 2021. How so? Hasn't it kind of already had that problem? Granted, haven't all consoles been having that problem in the last, like, year and a half? Can't tell you how many times when I go to Target with Mom, I see, like, this, I'm not even joking, I see this giant sign right outside the entrance, and each time it says, like, out of stock, hand sanitizer, Nintendo Switches, Xboxes, PS4s, PS5s. It's like, I always see that sign right outside the freaking door of the store. So I'm kind of used to that. It's what IGN has posted. But like I said, hasn't the Switch already been kind of having supply issues? What would make this any different than before? That's my question. Trauma music. You know, every time I hear this song now, I think of you. And like every time I hear this start on stream, I just think, okay, now Volgarn's gonna make some comment about it. Trauma music. I'm trying to think, besides Cynthia's theme, I'm trying to think if there's any other video game music that gave me, like, childhood trauma. Because none really pops out at me. Oh, I know, the Lunar Sanctum music from Kid Icarus Uprising. I fucking hate that level. Honestly, Chapter 13 of Kid Icarus Uprising is, like, the only chapter that I just cannot stand. Because the whole, like, granted there were multiple levels like this in Uprising, but that one has a special kind of mindfuck. I think it's because of the whole COVID thing and lockdowns. But like I said, hasn't that already been, like, a thing we've known for a year and a half? Like, COVID has caused shortages of many electronics, especially game consoles and PC parts. So I'm just kind of wondering why it's suddenly a big deal to talk about it. Especially since COVID cases should be dropping, since more and more people are getting access to the vaccine, so it makes me wonder why that's suddenly something that needs to be brought up. Ah, didn't mean to do that. Ah, shit, what did I do? Alright, there we go. I'm not sure. Like, that's why I'm curious here. I want to know, like, what the big diff is. Because, like I said, I can't tell you how many times I would go into my local Target, which usually has tons of Nintendo Switches and stuff, and they literally have had nothing. Though, surprisingly, they still have plenty of televisions. Priorities. Where's my... Okay, I'm sitting on my phone. Let me see. Okay. So I see what's different now. Okay, so basically they're not talking about shortages in the stores. They're talking about literally like they won't be able to produce any more Switches. Cuz by the looks of it, it looks like they're missing there's a shortage on a component that the Switch needs. And they also mentioned that apparently the new consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 have also run into this problem because they also need the same part that they can't find. So that explains why they're bringing it up. Because it's not because of shortages in the stores or because of COVID, it's because they're having trouble finding parts that are required for the console to be built. So there could literally be a shortage of Nintendo Switches. Like, they just will not be able to produce any for a while, which would really suck. But thankfully I have mine, so I'm good. Like I said, I don't really need a second Switch unless they release a Pokemon version, or the Switch Pro that they keep talking about. Because if they release a Switch Pro, then it's something I would look into, mostly for streaming, because I did look at it, and it says that it has a larger screen, and also supports 4K. So that's something I might look into to do better streams. Because I do like to stream my Switch games too. So that would be something to look into. Honestly, I would not be surprised because I read in the article it mentioned that there's a chance that the Switch Pro could be released this Christmas. And so that leads me to believe that that's a higher chance that to coincide with the Gen 4 remakes, they might make a special Switch Pro. The only problem is, let's be real, if there's gonna be a shortage on Nintendo Switches this year, when a Switch Pro releases, getting one's gonna be as hard as getting the new Xbox or PS5. Like, oh my god. It's gonna be absolute nightmare fuel. And if they make a limited edition Pokemon one, I've got no chance in hell. I have got no chance in hell. The only chance I think I would have is if they did like pre-orders for it, because then I would have a chance. But if they don't do like pre-orders for that kind of thing, there's no way in hell I would get up fast enough to buy one, even if I had the money. But yeah, that leads me to believe that there's a higher chance that there will be a console to coincide with the Gen 4 remakes, because that would be so fitting if they had like a... Kind of like what I'm guessing, maybe some kind of what they did with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where they have like this bundle where it has a special Switch, Gen 4 remakes, and then like maybe a Pokeball Plus type thing or something, I don't know. But it would be very fitting for them to do that, especially to coincide with the release of a new version of the Switch. Like, I don't know, that would just make sense to me. I know. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking forward to it because I'm not looking forward to, once again, not having the latest console. It's like, I just fall so behind on console releases. And I will really admit that. I really do always fall behind on console releases. It's like, it's just a thing. Give me the Diamond and Pearl Switch! Oh god, I wish. At the very freaking least, if they do release a Switch Pro, but like not a Gen 4 remake one, I'm gonna make it a Gen 4 remake one. I'll find some decals on Etsy and make it one. I'll turn it into a Gen 4 remake Switch. Which is entirely possible. I'm sure I could find like decals for Dialga and Palkia or something. I mean, for God's sake, I currently have a custom, maybe not custom, because it's not really like anything related to me. I got like a limited edition casing for my Switch. I originally had a Smash Bros. One on it, but then I switched it for a cuter, more pretty one. This is a disaster area. Are you fucking serious? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Duh. just gonna do this. I'm just gonna erase this and draw it again. Maybe. The claws are too long. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm playing Diamond at the moment. Watching you draw. I still haven't finished that shiny hunt in Platinum. I just haven't. I've just been distracted by other things. I need to add more songs to this streaming playlist. I really do, because there are other songs from other soundtracks that I would like to add to this. Like, I'd love to add Waves of Darkness from Kingdom Hearts 3. I forget if I added Hook, Line, and Sinker from Crash 4, because I do really like that song, even if I'm not a huge fan of Crash. I could always add more Pokemon songs, because, I mean, Pokemon practically has an unlimited soundtrack of great music. There's still a bunch of songs from Mystery Dungeon I could add alone. I'm kind of sad that, Resurrected Hero hasn't come yet, because he's the one who really wanted to watch me do this. I mainly am doing this because he wanted to see me draw Voltara. What the heck am I doing? I cannot get this perspective right. My brain hurts. I don't have the mental energy for this. I like some of the songs from Black and White when you battle legendaries. Oh yeah. Versus Reshiram and Zekrom is a really good song, actually. I've found a bunch of good mashups and remixes of that. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like how people always say, like, Sonic games always have good soundtracks no matter what. 9 times out of 10, when you face a legendary in a Pokemon game, it's gonna have a kick-ass theme. Because honestly, I don't think I've seen, like, a single legendary Pokemon that I didn't like the theme of. Like, I love the Regis, I love Rayquaza, I love Kyogre and Groudon, I love Xerneas and Yveltal, I love Dialga and Palkia. I love Giratina. Giratina has a kick-ass battle theme. I love Reshiram and Zekrom. I like the Storm battle music. Oh yeah. You mean Tornadus and Thundurus? And I know it's pronounced Thundurus, but it sounds cooler to pronounce it Thundurus. Especially since their names are very uncreative. It's like how I refuse to pronounce Arceus correctly. And then there's also, speaking of soundtracks that I love but don't really like the games, here's Castlevania. Although I blame Super Skarmory for getting me into loving Castlevania music. Because in his walkthroughs of Mystery Dungeon, he often speeds it up along to Castlevania music. And it's because of him I got really into Castlevania soundtracks. But yeah, Bloody Tears is actually is probably my favorite. Although it's really funny because I first heard this song when it wasn't a Castlevania song, because I realized after rewatching some of Super Skarmory's videos when he played this song that it sounded an awful lot like another song that I love, very much so. And I was like, wait a minute. So I actually went back to the video. It's a song called Castle of Shadows, if anyone's curious. It's by the YouTuber Slipstorm. And I first heard it years ago when I was a kid. It's an MLP fan song. And because I didn't know shit about Castlevania, I didn't put two and two together that the song was inspired by the song Bloody Tears from Castlevania. Because it was also based on an episode of MLP, which was a reference to Castlevania. It was called Castlemania. So I never put two and two together that the song was heavily inspired by this one, because it sounds very freaking similar. Like, the instrumental sounds almost identical. So it was really cool to realize that. So when I realized that it was heavily based on another Castlevania song, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go look this up, and yeah, I found this awesome remix. Okay, here we go. Here's Hook, Line, and Sinker. I'm usually not a huge fan of Crash soundtracks, but goddamn, this is a great song. Although it heavily reminds me of Skylanders. Like this sounds like a Skylanders song. Am I the only one who hears it? Because I swear to God, this sounds like a Skylanders song. Like if Skylander had a bit more of a effort soundtrack. Like, especially the beginning. The beginning seriously sounds like Skylanders. Like, I could see this being, like, a Skylanders boss theme. Like, if it was, like, a boss in the middle of, like, a pirate theme level, like in the first game, I could see this being, like, the song that plays. Like, seriously, you could have told me this was a Skylanders song, and I probably would have believed you. There's a few songs in Crash that I like. Do you know their names? I'm kind of curious which... I know Out for Launch... I honestly, Crash 4 had a great soundtrack. I really liked a lot of songs from Crash 4. From Crash 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay. Honestly, I loved a lot... Like, Out for Launch is another great song from Crash 4. In Crash 1, Embryo theme. I like the Entropy Battle theme. Oh, okay. Yeah, there are a lot of songs from games I don't play / don't even like, but I still appreciate them for their soundtrack. Boulder Dash. I actually been meaning to listen to the Resident Evil 4 soundtrack and see if there was anything in there I particularly liked. I know I really like the final boss theme from Resident Evil 4. Like, I can't remember exactly where I first heard it, but I've heard that song before several times in, like, other YouTube videos, and that's why when I heard it again in, I think it was Volgarin's playthrough, it, like, hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, holy shit, this is from Resident Evil 4! It's like, I didn't recognize crap in that game until we got to the final boss, when then the battle theme freaking sounded familiar, of all things. Yeah, I really like the final boss theme in Resident Evil 4. Granted, I think most of Resident Evil 4 is kind of meant to be more ambient, so there isn't really, like, you know, songs like this in it, but... Speaking of awesome music, you know that shit's gonna get awesome when the Mystery Dungeon music comes in. This is Dark Matter from Super Mystery Dungeon, which is my least favorite of the series, but damn it, it has a great soundtrack too. Honestly, Super Mystery Dungeon is probably one of the first hard times I played through a hard game and actually felt kind of satisfied by the end of it, because holy shit. Seriously, like, okay. Volgarin legit talk, if you want a game that's gonna kick your ass and be annoying in the process, play Super Mystery Dungeon! Because that game is stupidly stacked against you. Like, it was kind of fun. The realization, though, when I played through it and got near the end like this, of why the game was meant to be so hard, was still kind of powerful. So it's like, I appreciate what Super Mystery Dungeon is proving, but it's just not a fun game to play through because it's so stacked against you. But yeah, the story and reason for it, though, is... oh my god, it's beautiful and I love it. Like I said, Super Mystery Dungeon, great story, great purpose, but the gameplay is just so not fun. And I actually am not alone on this either, because I did look up, like, reviews of Super Mystery Dungeon to see if, you know, the game wasn't actually that hard and it was just me sucking. But, nope, apparently I wasn't the only one. A lot of people had the same opinion, which is, why the hell is this game so difficult? Oh my god. And I actually had a way to prove that it was unfairly difficult, too, because I have a power save. And you're able to basically make yourself a level 100 legendary and play through the game like that. I still had trouble! Level 100, and I was still taking decent damage from enemies that are fairly early on in the game. And I think I still ended up losing a reviver seed or two during a playthrough. It was so much bullshit. I was like, why, Game Freak, why? Or actually, that's right, I don't think Game Freak makes Super Mystery Dungeon games. Point is why Pokemon? And of course, ever since Super Mystery Dungeon, not counting DX, we haven't gotten a new Mystery Dungeon game since. When usually, it was actually kind of an interesting cycle. Usually they'd release, usually if they were, how it would go is they'd release a new generation, then they'd work on a spin-off, then maybe work on, like, a sister game or another main series type game, and then usually there might be a few games mixed in there, but then after that they would move on to the next generation. Usually a Mystery Dungeon game was in that cycle somewhere. But ever since Super Mystery Dungeon on the 3DS, we had nothing. And I think that was back when, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were newish. Like, that was the kind of generation it was. We haven't had a new one since Sun and Moon. And I was sad, because Mystery Dungeon is literally, like, my favorite part of the Pokemon franchise, so I was sad to see that they didn't really seem to want to work on another one. That's why when DX was announced, I was like, holy shit, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon isn't dead! That's why I'm also desperately hoping they'll do a remake of Explorers of Sky. Please, God, let that happen. I will buy that immediately. Like, I don't even care if I'm low on money, I will, like, pre-order that shit immediately. Honestly, it's sad that I said that I said I would do the same thing when Gen 4 remakes. When Gen 4 remakes were announced, but I still haven't done it. Although, Sophie said that I think she said that she wanted to pre-order, fuck, what were they called again? I know it was Shining Pearl. What? Oh, Brilliant Diamond. That's what it was. I was trying to think of, like, what the Diamond title was. I remembered Shining Pearl, but not Brilliant Diamond. But yeah, I think she wanted to pre-order Brilliant Diamond for me. And it's like, I don't want to pre-order it after she said she wanted to do that. Because then I'll look like a dick. Although, granted, at some point, I want them both. I want Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, just because it's Gen 4. I need both of them. My beloved Generation 4. Christ almighty. I can't wait to stream that. Can I just say that right now? Like, when that comes out in November, I'm going to be so excited to stream that. I'm actually curious if they'll do a midnight release like they did with Sword and Shield. If they do, I want to fucking be there. Yeah, fun fact, actually, when Sword and Shield came out, the GameStop where I pre-ordered it actually was doing a midnight release, so I got to attend a midnight release for the first time. That was pretty cool. I actually went dressed in my Umbreon onesie, and I actually brought my Switch with me so I could start playing the new games immediately once I got it. Like, once I got in the car. And it was actually kind of cool, too, because Mom actually wanted to get something from McDonald's right afterwards, so we went to McDonald's. Oh, that's one of the that's one of the happier memories in recent years. Going to that midnight release in high school. Actually, no, was I still in high school? No. Oh, jeez. Volcar! Did you seriously? At least I can see that now. Why did you do that? what the frick? Unfortunately, I can't make it so it tells me the amount immediately. I still have to go check that, but why did you do that? The Dark Pits theme intensifies. Yes. But why? You've already done so much for me over the last few days. Do some buns for yourself, bro. Because I care about it. Aw. It's worth mentioning that originally Voltara was kind of had a more of a... I actually changed her expression as kind of a way to vent, because I worked on this a bit the other day, and that's when and obviously I was not in the best headspace, so originally she had a more mystified, curious look, but then I changed it to kind of semi-angry just because I was, you know, upset. So there's a fun fact for you. I can help you set it up so Ko-fi shows the amount. Oh, that's a thing. I looked in the stream integration. It didn't give. I didn't see an option for that. It just to show that there was a donation. Thank you for that, though, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ko-fi can show both amount and donation message. Oh, okay. I'll look into that after the stream. Apollyon Dragon, hello. Your name doesn't ring a bell. Have you been here before? Sketch is looking great so far. Well, this is the line art. I'm just adjusting it a lot because I'm unsure of how I want it to look. How here? Okay, cool. Like, so I'll look into that after the stream. Just some things. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I have no clue what I'm doing. I bought Kingdom Hearts 1.5 yesterday and might try and beat it on Proud Mode. Oh, that would be cool to watch. Actually, I really wouldn't mind watching you play that, so I can kind of get a better idea as to what the hell I should be doing when I play through it. I followed you for a while, but not very active in the live chats. Your Legend of Spyro vids caught my eye at first. Also, another game with a great soundtrack. Oh, hell yeah, you know it. Hold on, let me sit up. I'm trapped in my chair. It really is funny how so many people find my channel through me just talking about Legend of Spyro all day. I'm gonna turn my fan on, it's hot in here. Ugh. But honestly, hey, out of all ways for people to find my channel, that'd probably be the way I'd want it. Because, hey, Legend of Spyro is the shit. And more people need- and I refuse to let it be forgotten. Oh my gosh, it was getting really hot in here. What's the temperature outside? $52 degrees, okay. So it's not really that hot outside, but... I think the temperature kind of fluctuates in my room a bit, occasionally. Like, sometimes it'll be pretty comfortable, sometimes it'll be a bit chilly, and then sometimes it's just, like, sweltering hot for, like, no reason. Okay, I guess I'm going with this. Thank God for the fan base keeping it alive. Hell yeah! Actually, I can grab something. We will not let her die. Cinder will live forever, although I'm probably gonna confuse the hell out of my dog. Fun fact, my dog is actually named Cinder, and yes, it's even spelled the way, it's spelled the same way. So, like, whenever I refer to the character, my dog gets so confused. I tried playing it on normal and found that I was able to kick Riku's butt over and over again. When I first played it, he was a real challenge. I might be ready to go proud mode. Like I said, that would be fun to watch. It's fun to watch you play Kingdom Hearts 3 on Critical, so... Let me save, yeah, I need to save it in case Psy crashes or something like that while I'm talking. You know, this looks surprisingly better than I thought it would, although I'm still missing parts of the line art. I need to draw the rest of the tail and shit. Yeah, this looks surprisingly good. Like, I actually don't hate how this looks. I've kind of come to realize my style, especially with line art like this, tends to look kind of comic-ish. Orange soda I stole from my kitchen. The grocery store down the road, it would be open by now, so maybe I could stop by there and get a drink or two, I'm not sure. I've been debating it all morning. It's like, don't mind my cracking fingers. But yeah, but yeah, trust me, I will never let the fan base die. Never. God help me if I do. Maybe that could be another stream I do where I draw some Spyro and Cinder fan art. They put her in Skylanders of all things. Kind of wish the Reignited trilogy had a cameo or official Cinder mode. Like I said, I'm kind of hoping they do that in Spyro 4 where they'll reintroduce her in some way, like rehash her story again. But it's like, I would take that. It is worth mentioning that I think in the official art book for Spyro Reignited, there's a bit of a theory going around as to what this means, but there's a part in the book where there's various artworks of Spyro making things with artisan dragons. And one particular picture, he was making some kind of ceramic circle, and it broke, but if you look at the image that was on the thing, it looks strikingly similar to Cinder. There's like a... yeah, Ash Dragon may know what I'm talking about. It's literally like a broken circular plate type thing, and it looks like he painted like a crude drawing of Cinder on it. Because it has the horns, it's a black dragon, and looking at the broken plate, Spyro actually looks kind of sad about it. So it makes you wonder, like, why would Reignited Spyro know about Cinder? So I hope that they're kind of going to go into that. I mean, Coco was made playable in Crash N. Sane, so surely Cinder could be playable in Reignited. Well, and in Crash 4, they made frickin' Tana playable. You saw Tana. Hell, in Crash 4, you can play as Crash, Coco, Dingodile, Cortex, and Tana, so... Honestly, in Spyro 4, what would be really badass is if you could play as Spyro, Cinder, Flame, and Ember. Like, wouldn't that be so cool if you could, like, do specific stages meant for all 4 of them? Like, do it kind of like Spyro 3 style, but instead of it being like Sheila or Agent 9, it's all dragons from the series. That would be so, wouldn't that be like so cool? Especially how many mods exist that you can even change Spyro to Flame, Ember, and other dragons too. I mean, God knows I'm using the Cinder mod, so... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was about to say, I think you actually, like, mentioned that to me first before I watched a video on it. But yeah, there's lots of theories in the Spyro fanbase as to why they would include something like that, including the fact that, if I'm correct, the artist for Reignited actually officially drew a Cinder design, if I'm correct. Unfortunately, she's purple again, but Ember maybe, but Flame is too much of a recolor. Design a new character if you ask me, or give Flame a makeover. I definitely could, like, I would like to see Flame get a bit of a redesign. Cause, like, he's meant to be kind of a generic fire dragon, but it would be cool if they gave him, like, slightly different horns and spines and stuff, like, made him his own thing. And I think, like, there's a lot of interpretations of Ember having, like, feather wings instead of regular dragon wings, so that would be another cool idea. Basically give Flame and Ember some updated redesigns, like, to make them more different. Like, Spyro would look like Spyro, but then, like, Flame could have some unique markings and whatnot. Ember could have those feathered wings that I often see people draw her with. Cinder could have, and then what's even cooler is another outlet for creativity. They could all have a different type of insect companion. Like, I kind of like Cinder, I like the idea of Cinder having a hornet, but at the same time, I kind of think a spider would be more fitting for her. And that's coming from me. But I have seen some good fan art of her with a spider friend instead of a hornet or a dragonfly. And I would love to see her with a spider. Like, Spyro has Sparks the dragonfly, she could have a spider. Flame could have a firefly, and then, like, Ember could have a butterfly. I understand that dragonflies eat butterflies, but, eh. Point is, there's a lot of ways you could be creative with this while introducing characters that people want to see come back. Like, not even mentioning Cinder, we got Flame and Ember, who Volghorn would like to see them come back just so we can learn more about their characters, because we literally know nothing. They appeared, like, once or twice in A Hero's Tale, and that was it. And it's like, you don't just introduce new dragons like that without elaborating on them. Especially since Ember, I think, was the first female dragon. Butterfly Sparks makes sense. Actually, no, that's incorrect. Ember was not the first female dragon. In A Hero's Tale, I think there were other female dragons. But before then, it was... I think that was the first game to introduce female dragons. Which, again, it's like... Honestly, it would be cool if I could just, like, help pitch ideas to people like this, because it's like, I have infinite ideas that some people would have trouble thinking of, so it's like, I wish it was possible to pay someone for ideas. Like, just to be like, hey, we want to do something for this game, do you have any ideas? And then just give them some and get paid for it. That would be so cool. Lord knows I would probably make tons of money doing that. I spent my childhood wondering what Ember and Flame's stories and relationship with Spyro was like, then I finally watch a walkthrough and I'm left there stunned like, that's it. That was actually my reaction too, because I actually watched, like, a cutscene compilation of A Hero's Tale when I was a kid, and I had the exact same reaction. I was like, that's it? These characters clearly must be important, and we don't even get to play as them? Or we don't get to learn anything about them? Like, they're just not important to the plot, and it's like... It's like, what the hell? I want to know more about them, damn it! Okay, Am I done with the line art, finally? I think so. More or less. I need to add a few more details, but... And I seriously need to clean the hell up clean this line art up, because it's a mess, but... I'm gonna change this, because I think I'd like it better if I did... this. Ember is playable as a 100% reward, but yeah, I did watch the 2 Ember scenes. It's funny how much fan content came out of such little screen time for Ember and Flame. Oh god, yeah. That's like that is the, like, signs of a true fandom, because there are so many instances that I've seen where a character or a game that barely had anything was given, like, so much just because the fandom, like, went all over the place with it. Like, Baldi's Basics is a perfect example. Where, like, from that game, there were several Ask blogs and comics that were drawn, with people even, like, coming to the idea that Baldi's a polymorph. And it's like, holy shit, that's a cool-ass idea, and it came from something so, pardon the pun, but basic. And I was all into it. I love when fandoms, like, blow something out of proportion to give it more content. It's great. Like, there's so much beautiful fan art for Dawn of the Dragon or Legend of Spyro itself, and... oh my god, it's beautiful. Don't even get me started on, like, bigger fandoms, like FNAF, Pokemon, and Undertale. Like, the amount of fan content that gets made for shit is beautiful. Like, you could literally go on YouTube right now and look up Undertale comic dubs, and you could literally spend, like, probably up to a month just binge-watching it all. Because there's that much. And I have literally binged, like, Undertale comic dubs for days. It's great. I think one time when I was sick and home alone because my parents had to go to an event, I actually did that. I just sat in the living room with a bunch of snacks and binged Undertale and Deltarune comic dubs. I was thinking the relationship developed throughout the story, and Ember finally gave Spyro an ultimatum, like she would not let him save the world or he would lose her, and Spyro had to make a choice. That sounds in character for her, too. I could see that. I don't think OG Spyro can be that deep. Hence why I am not a huge fan of classic Spyro. I prefer when things are deep. Honestly, I just love darker stories overall. That's kind of why I appreciated A Hero's Tale more than the other classic games, just because it was a bit more story-based. So much interesting storytelling potential lost. Yeah, welcome to Legend of Spyro fanbase. That's all it is. In Legend of Spyro alone, there's, like, so fucking much to it. Hence why there is about a bajillion fanfictions trying to, like, explain shit that Dawn of the Dragon did. God, I fucking love this song. You see what you choose. All your troubles are what they seem. Around you, then you may realize all the preachers all with the light. And I know of our future, but can you still control the past? Only you know if we work together. Only you know if we shall last. 100% agree, that's why I love Legend series. Hell yeah! The other day I started streaming a playthrough of Dawn of the Dragon. So in case you want to come watch that at some point.
I'm torn between this song being awesome or corny. It's Silver the Hedgehog's theme, so honestly it could go either way, but it's awesome. Because Silver's my boy. I have a Silver plushie here somewhere. I would love a nicer Silver plush. The one I have is like is not very good. Together tonight, 'cause every night I will save your life, and every night I will be with you, and every night I still lay awake and I dream of an absolution. Honestly, this is one of my favorite Sonic songs. Especially mashed up like this with different versions. Silver's theme is great. Honestly, Sonic 06 had great music, and it really is a shame that Sonic 06 had to suck the way it did. Because, like seriously, Sonic 06 is home to actually some of my favorite songs in the entire Sonic, like, game soundtrack ever. Because I remember His World was my favorite as a kid. Dreams of an Absolution is now my absolute favorite, but as a kid, His World was actually my favorite. Definitely all the different time zones would make it hard to catch. Trust me, that's the name of the game. I have so many friends from different places around the world that time zones are always a battle. Though thankfully my sleep schedule is about as inconsistent as they come, so... so there's that. It is archived on YouTube though too, so you can go and watch that if you want. A bit into it, the Snivy Community Day started, so I streamed my phone instead for a while, but I do intend on finishing that playthrough at some point. Maybe, like, the next time I stream, I'll play some more of it. Of an absolution, 'cause every night I will take it right, and every night I will be to you. Stays the same, and I dream of an absolution. Absolution. I think I actually did a singing stream once just for fun. I just played a bunch of songs to see if to sing them during the stream, and I probably killed somebody's ears because my singing, I wish I could sing better. I never really like saying that my singing is good. And every night I will come with you. Night I still lay awake and I dream of an absolution. Every night I will make it right, and every night I will come to you. Just stays the same, and I dream of an absolution. Yeah, favorite Sonic song. So I had to include it in the stream post. I do intend on adding more to this. Like, so there's like a bajillion different songs from different game soundtracks I could add. I especially want to add Waves of Darkness from Kingdom Hearts 3. I freaking love that song. Oh yeah, here's my jam! This is my jam. This is my favorite all-time, like, mashup or anything. This is a mashup I requested from a YouTuber. Fight to the Rising Sun. It is a mashup of Fight to the Finish from Mystery Dungeon 2 and Rising Sun from Okami. It is so good. Fun fact, I checked Cybermat's $1,300 PC yesterday, and your PC is actually better in most ways. I did read that when I woke up. I woke up at like 3 a.m. And I got on my phone and checked the server, and I saw that you checked the specs on her PC, and I thought that was kind of cool. There was one thing I think you said that her PC does do better in. Like, I think it was, like, the graphics card, I think, was better, but then, like, my CPU is much better than hers as well. It occurs to me that's probably very amusing to see all the crap that's behind me, because I've got my loft bed right above my head, I've got Voltara... I'm pointing in the wrong direction. I got Voltara over there and right behind me. I got Sequin Snake, which is... I literally have a Sequin Snake plush. Bought it on vacation, I had to. I have my DS with rubber bands on it and controllers over there. I got Skylanders all on the table behind me. Although, you may not be able to see him as well because it's dark back there, but... And then I got my Switch, like, right there, behind Moody Moonrise's head here. My graphics card costs that much by itself? Oh god. Is it the, I'm so bad at remembering the name of this. Yeah, that's it. I was gonna ask if that's what it was. Her graphics card is slightly better, 770 versus 980 in Passmark, but your CPU is far better. Oh god, yeah. Honestly, CPU is the big thing. As long as my graphics card can run the games that I want to play, I don't really care about the quality. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what it was. Because I remember Catacrys mentioned a graphics card that was about that much in his video. So that's why I remembered that. Yeah, this is my jam. This is my battle theme. Catacrys GPU is the 3090, but that's much newer than the 2080 Ti and harder to get, so I guess the 2080. Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking of, the 3090. That's what I was thinking of. I'm still rocking the GTX 1080, nearing 5 years old, but still does Kingdom Hearts 3 at max 1080p with 110 to 144 frames per second. That's all I need for a while. I agree. Honestly, if I can play Dawn the Dragon at over 100 frames per second, my day is made. Nice PBR remix, hell yeah! Pokemon Battle Revolution music is the shit. No matter how many people say the Pokemon Battle Revolution sucked. In comparison to XD Gale of Darkness, yes. But by itself, no. Battle Revolution is a game that... Actually, you know what? Battle Revolution is the only game that I let nostalgia give me rose-colored glasses with it. Because, yes, it has flaws, but damn it, I love the game too goddamn much to hate it. I have such fond memories with that game. Like, seeing my Pokemon in 3D for the first time was just a goddamn sight. Especially, it felt so good to just kill people with my beloved, terribly trained Pokemon in my first copy of Diamond. Pokemon Battle Revolution needed a proper story, even if it was a small one. I do agree. That's the only thing that I do seriously not like, is that there's no real story mode. It's basically just like, transfer Pokemon from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, and just... Also, that's one stadium where you have to get lucky with the wheel is the bane of my existence. I don't care to remember the name of it. Have you played Temtem? Isn't that not out yet? Great, now I have to look. I could be thinking of another game, but I thought that wasn't out yet. Oh, it is! It's in early access, that explains it. What the heck is this game again? I have no clue what this game is, I forget. It's an MMO, Creature Collector. So is it like Pokemon? Honestly, it looks kind of like Feral plus Pokemon. Interesting. Humble Games. What? That looks familiar. Oh, it's the same people that made Them's Fightin' Herds. Oh, okay. That's why I recognize the name. Interesting. It's the same people that made Them's Fightin' Herds. Okay. Well, it's cool to know that that's viable. It's early access, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I think last I checked it, it was coming soon. I didn't see that it was in early access yet. How much was it again? Let me look. It's probably way more than I can afford right now. $40, yeah, it's a fully priced game. So, probably not right now, but yeah, it definitely does look fun. But yeah, I actually have it in my Steam. I had it in my Steam wishlist for quite some time, so... So yeah, I actually did find it and thought it would be kind of cool to play. Like I say, it kind of looks like a combination of Pokemon and Feral. Which, I play Feral, like, so much. I love that game. Although, lately I've been playing it less because I finished the season pass and I don't level up as quickly as before, plus I did all the quests. But I've been meaning to go in there and mess around some more. Freaking love Feral, dude. Temtem is tougher than Pokemon though, but most people praised it for being an actual challenge. Okay. I would still be willing to try it. Should I ever get the opportunity. Because I have heard good things about it. Like, people were praising it for quite some time. Hidden Highland. Oh yeah, okay. Speaking of childhood trauma, Hidden Highland and Temporal Tower, despite them being some of my favorite songs in Pokemon now, oh god! I can't express as a kid, like, every time I heard the Temporal Tower and Hidden Highland music, it gave me, like, my heart rate would, like, skyrocket. And it was probably hilarious to watch me stress about it. Because it took me forever to be able to beat Mystery Dungeon 2. Because I was not good at it. I was not good at it at all. Though, like I said, one of the biggest reasons I praise Mystery Dungeon 2 the most is it was the game that taught me that overcoming a challenge was worth it. It's one of the few times where I actually felt good overcoming a challenge. Like, when I finally beat Primal Dialga, holy shit! Like, that's a whole, like, I cannot describe how that felt to, like, 12-year-old me. The Darkrai fight terrorized me. It's funny, because by the time I actually got to the Darkrai fight several years later, I knew what to do, so it actually wasn't hard. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. The first time I faced it, it was pretty challenging, because I definitely knew I had to bring tons of Reviver Seeds, and of course my team, wasn't the best type coverage for it. But nowadays, when I replay through Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, I can kick its ass no problem. That's another idea for a stream. Do a playthrough of Explorers of Sky. That would be a good idea. It would have to be on emulation, unfortunately, because I don't have a DS capture card. Maybe you should try Kingdom Hearts 3 on proper critical. That's real satisfaction right there. Oh god, no. I rarely feel satisfaction from overcoming a challenge, and the only time I would really push myself that hard is if it's for a Pokemon game. I would probably not enjoy playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on proper critical. Especially not the bosses. But yeah. Plus the Hidden Land music was just so somber. Honestly, Hidden Land was such a somber place. It especially like left an impact on me because of what happens to Grovyle after you beat Dusk Noir, and it's like that just made the Hidden Land such a sad dungeon for me to go through. Because like every time I go through Hidden Land nowadays, all I can think about is what's about to happen to Grovyle, and it hurts. Maybe I should destroy Darkrai nowadays now that I have enough sense to store items. You really should. That would be fun. You could stream that too. Streaming Mystery Dungeon would be cool. I think I have the ROM still on my computer somewhere. There's also a randomizer for it if you want to really have fun. Although recently, apparently, there's a newer version of this where it randomizes, like, even more than it could before. Like, originally you could randomize, like, items in the dungeon, Pokemon in the dungeon, and your starters, but, like, apparently there's a new randomizer now where you can, like, randomize the locations, you can randomize the Pokemon in the overworld, including during the story. You can completely change dungeon layouts. It's really interesting. I've seen some videos on YouTube of people doing it. Unfortunately, you have to, like, I think you have to physically edit the game, which is why I haven't done it. Because I just prefer using the basic randomizer program that I have, but, yeah. Don't feel like playing through all the way, though. I would get bored if somebody had a save file before the Darkrai fight, maybe. Well, then the thing is that would defeat the purpose, because then you would be fighting with someone else's items, though. Because then you could literally just take the items the person has and then just defeat Darkrai. It would kind of defeat the purpose. Overcome your fears, Volgor. Speaking of kick-ass Sonic music! This is actually a mashup of Infinite and Bad Apple. It's the instrumental. I actually did start another playthrough of Sonic Forces. I started playing it on PC the other day. I think I played it for about an hour. I mean, the game is like 20 hours long, and I'm already juggling Kingdom Hearts 3 in 1. The theme of every edgy 12-year-old who grew up in the early 2000s. Bad Apple? Oh yeah. And I was one of them. I was one of them. Honestly, Bad Apple was like, it's still one of my favorite songs of all time. And oh my god, as a kid when I learned the lyrics to Bad Apple, it seriously occurred to me like just how accurate the song felt to how I really felt. Or the song, how the song was to how I really felt. It's actually kind of funny. I had a friend in middle school who, she was graduating, actually not middle school, it was in, or like late middle school, early high school. She was graduating high school before I was, and she had a graduation party at her house, and she invited me. And I think most of her guests had left at this point. I was like the only one left, and I actually beat a bunch of older people at Smash, which was kind of funny. She invited like a bunch of her other friends, and yeah, I actually beat people older than me in Smash Bros. That was pretty funny. But I was the only one like left at her party, and I was sitting on her couch on my phone, and I was singing along to Bad Apple. And I didn't notice, but as I was singing, I guess she had heard me when she was coming up the stairs from her basement, and she came up and started singing along with me completely unprovoked. And that was such a nice experience, because it was the first time someone willingly sung a song with me, immediately came into the song, so we sang Bad Apple together. I kind of had a phase like that. I love Nightwish. That sounds familiar. You could easily beat me. I'm all out of practice. Hasn't been good in Smash since the Brawl days. I'm surprised sometimes at how I can actually play Smash fairly well. Like, I obviously could never do it competitively or with someone who, you know, actually knows a thing or two. But I found it, sometimes I really do not suck at Smash. Hi, sweetie. Glad to see you here. I can't stay long, have doctor's appointment, but I'll stay while I can. Okay, cool. drawing dragon time, hell yeah. Yep. Drawing Volty for the first time since I got my PC. We all know I had to do it. Honestly, the only reason I didn't start with her is because I kind of want to ease back in a bit by drawing things that are a bit easier for me to do. Because drawing dragons is a little, But yeah. Ever watched Inspector Gadget out of curiosity? No, but my mom really likes it. I think I saw like an episode or two, like, when I was younger, but I never really, like, showed real interest in it. Like I said, my mom friggin' loves it. I love watching you draw. Aw. Thanks, sweetie. Pizza or tacos? Pizza if I have a choice. I don't mind tacos, but I definitely would prefer pizza. Need to do a group photo of you, me, Cyber, and Clay as ponies. I do need to do that. I would probably use a base for that, because there are quite a few group bases, and I'm not very good at drawing multiple characters in one picture. But I probably would do that with a base. Honestly, one of the things I want to do is design dragons for everyone too. I'd probably use a similar color scheme for Volgorin that I did with his pony. Probably make him a blue and white dragon. But yeah, I definitely want to do see, we need more group pics. Like, we have a couple already, but like, we definitely need more group pics of us. They need to exist. It'd be fun to do. It really would. Like, I might do that at some point if I could find a good base. Thankfully, I already designed Clay's pony. Oh, cool. I appreciate you doing that, because I couldn't think of ideas. How do you feel about Peeps drawing fan art of Voltara? Oh, go for it. I don't care. As long as nobody tries to, like, claim that it's her... Blah, English! As long as nobody tries to claim that Voltara is their character, then people can draw her if they want. They can draw all my characters. I got plenty of OC babies that I love seeing people draw artwork of. It makes my day. I have a friend named Rosiri who draws a lot of stuff on my OCs a lot, and every time she does, it really does make my day. Honestly, nothing makes me happier than when people do things for me. Like, when people draw things for me, or even, like, donating $1 or something like that. It's like, doing anything to help me or to make me happy means, like, the world to me. So I always appreciate when people do things for me. In fact, I often try to include, if somebody draws me, say, fan art, then I usually try to include it in my videos in some way, or my streams, because I want to show what people do for me. I want people to get credit for what they do. I don't want someone to draw me a picture and then have it just rot in my computer folders for years, and not use it for anything. So usually when someone draws me something, I usually try to include it in one of my videos or my streams somewhere, so that people can see me use it. Like, for example, the little picture down there in the corner of Voltara on the computer, that was drawn, I think by my friend Frenzy Feline. She drew that. And I love it. So you obviously put it there in the corner. The picture of me with my favorite Pokemon was drawn by another friend of mine some time ago. I think she did it, to thank me for getting her some Master Balls in Sword and Shield. Because I paid real money for them, because at the time Master Balls were, like, seriously coveted in Sword and Shield, so you can make sure to get, like, shiny G-Max Pokemon. And so I got, like, a bunch and then, like, gave them away to people in servers, my friends, things like that. And she was so grateful about it that she drew me that picture, which she says she doesn't draw much anymore, so I was very flattered that she drew me that. It's beautiful, too. It's one of my favorite pictures that I have. She based it off the clothes that my Sword and Shield trainer was wearing at the time. I'm gonna start Kingdom Hearts 1.5 in Proud Mode and kick Riku's bum. Do it! Show Riku who's boss. That shouldn't be repeating. What the frick? Kid Icarus Uprising music, let's fucking go! Wholesome AF. I agree. I'm glad you think so. But yeah, I always tell people that if you want to draw my characters, freaking go for it. I love seeing people draw like my characters in different art styles and in their own interpretations. So it's so cool to see. I also like to point out that in case someone feels pressured that they can't draw Voltara the exact same way I do, you don't have to. There's a lot of liberties you can take with Voltara's design if you are unsure on how to draw her. One of the things you can do is that her horns are kind of, they're kind of meant to be cinder-like horns, but I don't exactly draw them the same. There are things about Voltara that I don't draw the same every time, just simply because I'm bad at keeping designs consistent. So, like, things like the tail I usually change often, the wing shape is usually not consistent. But yeah, the wing shape is usually not very consistent. What else do I not often keep consistent? The only real things of request that people try to replicate is that her spines kind of act like a mohawk. And that's how they're supposed to look. So I definitely would prefer if people can keep that. But yeah, like, wings are not always the same. Tail spikes are not always the same. Her body shape isn't always the same either. So it's like, I always want to point out to people that don't feel pressured. If you want to draw a character of mine, don't feel pressured to draw them the exact same way I do, because not even I draw them the exact same way every time. So literally, you can just, as long as you keep like the basic design of what she looks like, then go for it. It's perfectly fine. The biggest thing worth mentioning, though, to keep consistent with her, is that she does not have dragon eyes. It won't bother me if you draw them that way, because, you know, it's interpretation, so it's not a huge deal. But she does not have, like, dragon slits. She has regular human-like eyes. I always have a little problem drawing them, the horns and spikes. Yeah, I have... Ash is a perfect example. She draws Voltara quite often. And she definitely does draw Voltara very different from how I do. It kind of... As a kid, I will admit, it did bother me a little bit, but then I came to realize that, like, even I have trouble doing her horns on occasion, so it's like, you know what? It's like, you know what, Ash, just draw her however you need to. Because, for instance, the way Ash does her spines usually is, instead of having them kind of stick up and be like a mohawk, they're more like backwards swept. and a bit further down. And she also tends to draw her dragons a bit thicker, so they don't have like a thinner neck. So what she often does to compensate for that with her choker is that it's often drawn pretty widely. Like I said, there's zero problem if someone draws her like that. It's just worth mentioning. There are like a few things that I would prefer that they are kept consistent, but besides that, it's like, go for it, I don't care. The fact that someone would want to draw her in the first place means the world already. Like, even just someone saying, hey, I would love to, but I'm not very good at it, that means the same as if you actually drew me something. Because, holy shit, like, you love my character enough to take time out of your day to draw something of her for free? Like, that means a lot. Because believe me, I have commissioned several people before. I mean, every piece of artwork on screen right now was drawn by somebody else. I mean, granted, 2 of them were given to me, but this, this Moody picture right next to me, I commissioned this. I commission people all the time when I have the money. Hence, again, when I have it. But, yeah, it's like, if someone wants to draw me a picture free of charge just because they like my character, that means that's amazing. Like, that means the absolute world to me. I sent over Clay's pony OC for you to save. Alright, cool. Thanks, girl. Hall of Fang and Claw remix. What else we got here? I'm in the mood to listen to something else. This works. Speaking of games that I'm not a huge fan of but love the music too, Partners in Time has a great theme. The full detail drawing of Voltara I did might be the best I've drawn her for you. It really is. I freaking love that. In fact, you know, here, I need to show that. I need to show that picture. Let's see, where the hell did I put it? Okay, it's not gonna appear on the screen that way. Hold on. Ash Dragon drew this. She also drew one of Voltage too. Like it's the same picture, but she just changed the colors because thankfully, the way I designed Voltara and Voltage is that they're the same body, just different colors. So you could literally just change the color of a picture, and you'll have a picture of them both. But yeah, she drew this, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like here, let me zoom in. Like seriously, look at the detail on this. Look at the detail on this picture. Like, holy shit. Oh, hey, Resurrected Hero. I was wondering when you'd come. Because I'm doing what you, wanted. I'm working on that drawing of Voltara. So I was hoping you'd show up, because I would have been sad if you missed it, after wanting to watch it. Ironic we have 2 unicorns and 2 alicorns. Lol. But yeah, Ash is freaking awesome. This is the shit that she does. I mean, look at that freaking background, yo. This is like freaking aesthetic as hell. I actually used this. I did use this in a video. I did a Nightcore of Telepathic by Starset, and I used this in the Voltage image in that video. Because every time someone draws me a picture like this, I want to use it in a video. It's like compulsory. I want to put it to a song. So I usually use Nightcore as an excuse to do that. I'll make like a Nightcore just so I can use fan art in a video. It's really fun to put like images to songs and then just look at it. So many dots falls over. I was having nightmares of dots for days. Oh my god. I hate YouTube. The bell is useless. I agree. Actually, there are times where, like, for some freaking reason, the bell literally won't work. Like, I've had moments where, I swear I hit the bell, but then, like, I go back to the person's channel later, and the bell is suddenly not selected. Or it won't let me, like, select for the bell to give me notifications. It's fucking weird, but anyway. But yeah, nightmares of dots. I agree. Thank you for streaming this, no problem. Here's the, let me zoom out so you can see the image I'm working on. I started this a couple days ago, and I've been kind of just working on it gradually. But yeah, today I'm basically doing the line art. I finished the sketch the other day, so I'm just, I finished drawing the line art here. I'm just kind of cleaning it up because it's a mess. The moment you said bell, I got in the bell painting in Kingdom Hearts 1. Speaking of timing, earlier I was watching some, fan-made kill screens for consoles, and my computer scared the shit out of me because it made a loud noise. Like, okay, I was watching the video, and it eventually got to a point where there was, like, a red kill screen, and the second that came up in the video, my computer made, like, a sudden loud noise out of nowhere. And I was like, and it scared the ever-loving shit out of me. It wasn't like a bad noise or anything. I wasn't concerned about it. It just suddenly made a loud noise for like a split second, and it's like, really, computer? You had to scare the shit out of me while watching a kill screen. Oh my god. It's kind of like how the other day when I was watching a Baldi's Basic comic dub, they did the Despacito joke. I wasn't wearing headphones. It was coming through my soundbar, which you can't see, but there's one, like, right here. And they said the Despacito joke, and my Alexa actually responded to it. Like, again, that scared the shit out of me, because, like, out of nowhere, they did, like, the Despacito thing. And then my Alexa started playing Despacito. And it scared the crap out of me. Like, it literally responded to someone saying it from a video. Oh, I love my Alexa. Oh my god, it's so good. For context, it's like over there on my desk. I use it when making Proloread art. Oh my god. I was laughing so hard after it freaked me out. I was like, really? It responds to that? Really? Oh my lord. Gotta love technology, am I right? Honestly, at some point I wouldn't mind streaming, just showing off a bunch of the pictures that people have drawn for me, because I would love to just, like, show them off during a stream, so people can see them. Actually, maybe I'll take a quick break and do that real quick. Not show them all, but, like, maybe show a few. Okay, bye for now, have a good day. Because there are some pretty cute ones. Let's see. This is something, this is Henry Stickmin fan art. My friend Rosiri drew a lot of these, and I'm gonna show, she draws a lot of these, but this was one of them. This is her, and then this is me. She drew ourselves as stick characters, and she even, like, drew us into screenshots. And I freaking love it. Also, speaking of Okami, she actually drew an Okami Voltara. She drew, like, Brush Goddess of Night. She actually She drew, like, Amaterasu mixed with Voltara. It's so good. Voltara, the brush goddess. Oh my god, I love it so much. I really love how she drew it, too. It looks so fucking good. And for reference, here's her dragon. I think she actually asked me if she could do, like, the night sky wing thing that I did. Princess Cherubia. Let's see. This is a Pokesona that she drew for me. Because I don't really have a Pokesona, so I meant to create one. And I liked the idea of making a fusion, and she fused Salazzle and Umbreon, and she even made a shiny version. It's like, that's what a shiny one would look like. Let's see. There's also a Dark Okami, Voltara, based on, Dark Chibi from Okamiden. Let's see. She also drew me this. My favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, so I have a lot of Umbreon art. Let's see. She also drew this, which is me and my girlfriend. I basically have two Pokesonas. This is my main one, which is an Umbreon with green eyes and purple rings, and then I have my fusion Salazzle Umbreon. Salumbreon. Umbrazzle, yeah, there you go. That's a better name. What else I got here? Oh yeah, she also drew this. I'm not really sure what this was based on, but she surprised me with this one day, and I loved it, so I didn't complain. Let's see. This is a picture I commissioned. Again, I really love the art style here. It's so cute. Let's see. Here's the Voltage. Here's the Voltage picture. I neglect Voltage. I really need to give her more love. Let's see. Raven actually commissioned this from an artist on Tumblr, and she drew it within like an hour, and it was so good. I love this picture. I want to get more art of Voltage. I neglect her, really, because she's the dark side of Voltara, and I want to give her more love. I really do. So at some point I would love to not only draw her more, but commission more of her. This was also a commission done by another good friend of mine. Tuba Chick is a MLP artist most of the time, but she has been wanting to learn other things. So I think this was an art trade that I did with her, actually. Here's the Moody image that's currently on my stream layout. Again, absolutely adorable. Ah, wrong thing. What is the one 2 to the right next to the shiny fusion? 2 to the right. Oh, this one? Okay, this was, okay. Rosiri killed me one day with this. I'm a huge fan of the anime Inuyasha. It's actually my favorite anime, and that's what this is parodying. And I did not know she was drawing this. She literally just threw this at me, along with a few other images. This is supposed to be like Dark Inuyasha. And she just surprised me with these images one day, and I'm pretty sure I laughed at these for like a solid 30 minutes. It was so good. Gives me ideas. She's pulling your ear. Yeah, basically. Or horns, since I actually have never drawn Voltara with ears, fun fact. Just because I didn't know where to put them. Gives you ideas for what, Ash? Oh yeah, speaking of beautiful pictures, this is actually currently my desktop background. And if you don't believe me, this is my desktop background. So, yeah. But, yeah, I love, she drew this for my birthday last year, and I loved it so much. It's so pretty. It really does make a great desktop background. Flakes, it gives you ideas for what, Hash? Also, I thought you left. Show the one I did of the valley drawing. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this was another absolutely beautiful piece that she drew of me and my girlfriend. Um, and I know she worked particularly long on this one, so yeah, God, it's so freaking pretty. I actually was tempted to make this my desktop background, but it already has been my desktop background before, so I wanted to use a different image. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. You'll see soon when I get my tablet. Oh no. You draw Voltara all the time, girl. I'm not going yet. I was saying that to Rainbow. Oh, okay. You'll see soon when I get my tablet. You're gonna surprise me with more amazing stuff. This was a cute little Halloween thing I asked for. It's Voltara on a pumpkin, because, you know, why not? This was also commissioned from a friend. This is my pony and Rosiri's pony, and we did this for Pride Month. And I love this picture so goddamn much. Honestly, I love all of these. Rosiri did this one too, but she used a base, and this is one of my favorite pictures of me and my girlfriend. It's perfectly accurate too, because she's older than me. So it's very cute, in my opinion, to have my girlfriend be the bigger pony and her being able to pick me up and be all cute and shit. It's so cute. I keep selecting that for some reason. I know, Ash's artwork is beautiful. And that's only stuff she's drawn for me. She draws other stuff too, like she's got dragon characters of her own. This was drawn by Halo Cat, which this was actually one of the first pieces of fan art based on a stream that I was given. Also, Halo Cat is an amazing artist, like seriously, look at this shit. But what this is referencing is I was doing a playthrough of Skylanders Swap Force, and there's evilized enemies in those games, which have to have a crystalline, evilized appearance. And I said offhand, like, I wonder what Voltara would look like if she was evilized like that, and this was one of two designs that were thought of. Ash drew the other one. But yeah, I was so grateful she drew that for me. This is an idea for a 3D model of Voltara, which I would freaking die if I was able to obtain one. I heard it was being worked on, but I haven't heard anything since. I want to do one I did of Scarlet being evil. I called it Twisted, but with voltage. Oh, that sounds cool. Thank you. If you want to see any of those drawings, I did make them into speed paints. Yeah, that's true. This was a picture someone drew of me transforming into an Umbreon. I think there's actually a funny story behind this picture. This picture was drawn for me because I traded somebody some shinies on DeviantArt, some shiny Pokemon, and in return, they drew me a picture. It was kind of funny. Also, here's another thing Ash drew. This was a really nice picture because I appreciated, I really did appreciate that. This is my Warriors OC with Mapleshade. If anyone knows the Warriors series. I do actually have a Warriors OC, I just don't really do anything with them much. But yeah, I do have a Warriors OC. And I ship her with Mapleshade. Because Mapleshade is like one of my favorite characters. This is another one Ash has drawn, which again was for Pride Month. I love this so much. Pride Month is such a great month to do art. C013, hi! What's up? I didn't think I'd see you. Just showing some drawings that have been given to me over the years. Alright, let's see. We're at OBS, where are you? Let's go back to what I was doing. I'll show some more artwork later, I think. If you guys want to see it, but yeah. I love so many of those pictures that have been drawn for me. Old friend. Not really, but I really appreciate the stuff that CO13 makes. They make song mashups on YouTube, and I listen to a lot of them on a daily basis. So I really appreciate what they make. And it's really cool to I was surprised to see them show up in my stream, because it's not every day that a YouTuber who makes content that you like shows up in your stream. It feels good. So yeah, it's appreciated. I appreciate that you're here. I love to see more. Art searching is one of my pastimes. Oh my god, same. I could literally, like, just pop in some music and go on DeviantArt and just, like, browse through artwork for days. Like, I love just browsing through artwork, like, especially of my favorite characters. Like, I love just looking up, like, Princess Luna or Cinder, and then just, like, looking at all the beautiful artwork people draw of them. My mom talking in the background. God, I love this song. Rising Sun is like one of the best songs of all frickin' time. Like, legit, if you've not played Okami, you owe it to yourself to play it. Okami is a wonder. Like, literally, if I made, like, a top 10 list of my favorite games, Okami would be on there for sure. Honestly, would it be, like, in the top 5? Let's see. Yeah, it would probably be number 3 on the list. Or actually, no. It'd be hard to pick, because it would be, like, kind of grouped in with the games like Dust and Elysian Tale, and Kingdom Hearts 3. It would be kind of hard to pick between them. Just because I love them all so much. That's probably the reason I don't do top 10 lists too often, is just because I would not be good at doing them. Because I can never decide. But yeah, for context, Hero, the reason why I kind of got into that subject is that, their username had Dragon in it, so I'm gonna call him Dragon. They asked, like, how I would feel if people drew fan art of Voltara, and I elaborated that I literally don't care, go for it. As long as they don't do obviously wrong things, like try to claim that she belongs to them, then you can draw her all you want. And I was saying how, like, when people draw stuff for me, it makes my day. Or even someone just saying that they want to. You don't even have to really do it. Just saying that you would love to, it makes my damn day. Speaking of Okami-den. Nothing feels good than a kick-ass video game soundtrack. I do have a Toy House account that I have been meaning to post all this art on so people can more easily see it, but So how are you all doing? I'm doing pretty alright. This stream has been awesome. I love that so many people have been in here to chat with. All while just drawing my main OC there. I love my girl. So how are you doing, CO13? What's up? I'm still trying to think of something to do for my next mashup. Oh, really? Do you have, like, any idea, or do you have, like, some idea of what you want to do and just not sure where to go with it, or do you not have any idea at all? Because if you're looking for input, I could probably offer some suggestions. Not that you have to, not that I'm gonna be like, you have to do this or anything like that, no. I don't mean to sound like I'm trying to be pushy here. I think I'm overthinking things again, like usual. No. God damn, I love this song. Ugh. Need to check my phone real quick. Someone I don't know called me. Probably spammers. I don't usually allow requests, but if you want to send me some ideas, I'm open for it. I don't blame you at all. I usually don't take requests either. Because Lord knows... Honestly, can I just say how annoying it is when, like, random people will go into the comments of your videos and just, like, randomly request things of you that you don't want to do, and then they're just, like, all surprised Pikachu face when you tell them that you don't want to do it. It's like they automatically assume that by requesting something that the YouTuber will immediately do it. Honestly, it annoys the frick out of me. Because I've gotten so many, like, really stupid comments on my videos where it's like, can you make a edit of this rap battle or something? And I'm like, no. I don't like doing things that aren't my own ideas. But, let's see if I can bounce some ideas off you. What's a song that I've been like dying to see a mashup of? I know, right? Yeah, I know. It's so annoying. Like, just the other day, actually, I got a comment like that. And I was like... I mean, sometimes I respond to them saying I don't take requests, and I don't just do what people ask of me like that, but, what's the point? They're not gonna listen. Let's see. I know that I've been dying to see a mashup using the song Angel of Darkness, because that's my favorite song of all time. I don't know how compatible that would really be with anything, but nice. Beat Riku first try. Nice. Let's see. I wouldn't mind seeing a mashup with a Mr. Kitty song at some point too, like Destroy Me or After Dark. I did a mashup myself, of that song. But instead of mashing up with other songs, it was kind of like mash up with other versions to make it sound cooler. But yeah, those are songs that are kind of underrated and would like to see in a mashup. Let's see. What are some other ideas? I know there's gotta be more that I've thought of. Let me think. I'll try and see what I can do. I would really appreciate that if you could do that. Like, you obviously in no way have to, but it's something I'm surprised people haven't done much of yet. Honestly, like, I can't mash up songs for shit. Like, I've tried, but well, first of all, I'm terrible with audio editing. Like, audio editing is not my strong suit. So it's like, I really can admire when someone can mash up a song so well and make it sound so good, because holy damn, that's a skill that I admire quite a bit. I might just rattle some off just to see them. I'm trying to remember. Something I can actually do. Let me do something real quick. I'm not gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna look in my favorite music playlist on YouTube and see what, if any of these jog my memory as to what I've been wanting to see mashups with. Oh yeah! I've been wanting to see mashups of Prince Whatever's songs, because they are so good. And some people have, like, I was dying to see a mashup of, like, Destabilize and Enemy Undefined, or songs like that, and some people did try to do them, and they were pretty good, but they weren't very well edited. But, oh my god, Prince Whatever's music would be, and these people did prove that his songs do work well together if you edit it the right way. So yeah, I remember now, like, Prince Whatever's music is, like, one of my favorite ideas for a mashup. I know I've always wanted to see more mashups with Hurry Up and Save Me. I've never really seen a Hurry Up and Save Me mashup, although granted I've never really looked. But I would love to see that someday, like, from anybody, it doesn't really matter who. But yeah, I'd love to see there is an instrumental for Hurry Up and Save Me. I actually have it in my fave music playlist, so if anyone would ever need it, I could tell them that exists. Bad Apple and Circus Monster are always a good idea for pretty much anything, really. Starset has some great songs that would probably work well matched up together. Oh yeah, Prince Whatever, I definitely need to try and do something involving his work soon. Oh my god, you know him! I want to hug you right now. Holy shit, I want to give you a massive hug. Yeah, please do. Please do, because I've been dying to see that. Like, if you're curious, I can, I think I can post links in the chat, that's right, I can do that. Let me find those mashups, just in case, I'm wondering if you want to hear them. There were two, like, so their editing is not the best, but I actually currently have one on my phone, because I love listening to them just personally. This one is a mashup of Destabilize and Enemy Undefined. And then this is the one that I have on my phone, I think. And then the second one is a mashup of Enemy Undefined and Lost in Data. Like, so they're not as great as they could be, because the editing is not too great, and Enemy and Data unfortunately has, like, a minor gap in the video where it goes silent for a moment. But yeah, I've been dying to see mashups of these songs specifically, so the fact that some at least exist now is, like, amazing to me. But yeah, Prince Whatever has such great music, and you could just do so much with that. He actually just released, a new song too, Fan the Flame, and I totally have that on my phone now too. But, it's also worth mentioning that, CO13, I am curious about this. I don't know how you get instrumentals for your mashups, but I've pledged to Prince Whatever on Patreon, so I have the acapellas and the instrumentals to a bunch of his songs. So if you need those, let me know, because I can easily just send them to you if you need them. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I don't have that stuff for Lost in Data, because I don't think he ever released that. Or at least he never really released it on Patreon to my knowledge, but I have Enemy Undefined and Destabilize. So yeah, I don't know how you get your instrumentals and stuff, like I don't know if you edit that stuff out yourself and make them, but yeah, I can give you those if you need them. Honestly, I would love to my Patreon supporting would actually have a purpose in helping somebody. Because I was tempted to post them on YouTube, but I don't know about doing that because they're Patreon rewards. So I would be hesitant to post something like that on YouTube where anyone could get it, because I kind of believe that in order to get those, you should pledge to him, if you want them. But if it's like for a friend like you or something, then yeah, I would be more than happy to give them to you. I gotta get going. Hope you have a great rest of your day. You too, dude. Thanks for taking my suggestions, by the way. I appreciate it. I want to watch, but my body wants to sleep. Mood. Major mood. I think it's the first time in a while I've been streaming for this long and actually feel pretty energetic. I think after I finish cleaning up the line art, I will probably end the stream though, because I've been streaming for about 3 hours. So I'll probably end it once the line art is cleaned up and done. So I actually kind of want to go game. I'm not sure what I'll play yet, but I'm in the mood to wrong thing. I was on the eraser. At the same time, though, I kind of want to watch somebody else play it. When you have a gaming PC, there's so much you can do, and you can never pick what you want to do exactly. Yeah, that was a lovely surprise. I didn't expect that. It really is. God, that feels so cool when another YouTuber you watch content from comes into your stream. That feels so good. I really do appreciate that he did that. When you end the stream, I'll be heading off to get some sleep. All right. I bet you $10 my stream will mark the end of a lot of people's days. Because everyone wants to sleep. I don't need sleep. I can't tell if you meant that in a joke sense or not. It's like, who needs sleep? My guess is you actually probably didn't mean that as a joke, right? It's probably gonna be like another couple days before I finish this. It's midday to me. It actually is here too. Currently it's like 11:17 in the morning, and that's like halfway through the day in my interpretation anyway. I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? Crap. Oh yeah. Because I like talking about things I'm looking forward to. I'm pretty sure I brought this up in a stream previously, but, you've probably seen her in the chat before. So what's Voltara doing here, and where's her underbelly? Oh, the way I draw her is I don't put, like, say, a line here to indicate her belly. I just draw it in when I go to color it, because I came to realize that I think I preferred with her underbelly not having an outline. Like, I see what you mean. Like, you expect me to do something like this. But yeah. And what she's doing here, it's hard to say because I don't really know what I'm gonna do for a background. Like, as of yet, I don't really know what I'm gonna do about a background, but my idea was like she was looking up at the sky for some reason. I don't really have an explanation. I just mainly wanted to draw Voltara and couldn't think of any, and this was the idea I came up with. But yeah, that's why. It's kind of also a vent pick because I was pretty depressed the other day. So originally she had more of a curious, wondrous expression, but then I kind of changed it to her looking a little more angry. So that's why she looks the way she does. So it just came to mind. Yeah, pretty much. That's all. Honestly, that's all. That's most of what my drawings are. Granted, I do have an idea for a Voltara pick, but I don't really know if I'm actually gonna draw it or not. But it was an idea that came to me while I was not unable to use my PC. But back to what I was saying. Cybermat, who you've probably seen in this chat before, she bought me a Luna plush off Etsy that was like $200. Ugh. It still hurts me that she spent that much money on me at one time. Granted, when she bought me Skylanders Trap Team for Xbox One too, and when I asked her how much it cost her, she said you don't want to know. So, for all we know, that might have broken the record, but she bought me a $200 Luna plush, which, as you can probably tell, I love Luna. And it was like a sleeping Luna with, kind of, like, more realistic mane and tail. And, she messaged the person making it the other day because it's been, like, 2 months, and we wanted to know what the status of the plushie was. And they said that they were almost done with it, and that it would probably be shipped out sometime this week. And so I'm really excited about that. Now, I don't know when it will actually get here, because if I'm correct, the person making it is, like, in Russia or something. So it could take forever and a day to for it to get here, but I'm excited for it to finally be done and sent out, because that means it'll get here eventually. I'm so excited for that. Oh, God. Volgorn, that doesn't make me feel any better. Wait, what, she did that? Yeah, she did. I think my girlfriend helped her, though. I think my girlfriend gave her, like, $30 to help pay for it. And I think at some point Clay wants to buy me... Either Clay or they also want to buy me the Tempest that the same person is selling. But, But yeah, she did that. And I've been eagerly awaiting it for 2 months. And it's gonna be my desk buddy. Feel better, it's in order. Oh my lord. But yeah, I have space on my desk for it, so when that Luna plush gets here, it's gonna be a permanent desk buddy right here on my gaming PC desk, next to my Spyro pop figure, my Spyro controller holder, my Pit Figma, and my asexual bat plush. Dude, that's so nice. I know, like, I mean, for God's sake, she bought me this too in the meantime. She bought me this, which was also made by someone on Etsy. It's an asexual bat plush. And it's also a desk buddy. I always have it sitting right there on my, writing utensil stand thingy. But yeah. And then, like I said, as Volgorn said up there, my gaming PC was given to me by them. Like, I didn't pay a cent for this PC. Volgorn they made me a custom-built PC. And that's why I'm able to that's why I'm able to stream better quality for you guys when I play games and stuff. And it's like, the kindness is unreal. But yeah, it's that, and they just, like, God, I will fully admit, they have spoiled me rotten. My friends have legitimately spoiled me. And that's not even counting the stuff, you did pay for some of the cables, though, at least your family did. Yeah, my mom paid for that. And I'm not surprised she didn't, like, ask me to pay for that, because my mom has, like, common decency, and she probably knows how mean that probably sounds to expect for someone to help pay to fix their birthday present. But let's be real, if I had to, I would have been happy to buy it, because I mean, who am I to refuse? But yeah, they've really been, like, that's not even counting the stuff that Ash Dragon's done, like draw me all those pictures. I think your mom had pity on you. Honestly, she was just sympathetic, because remember, my mom is no dumbass when it comes to electronics. She went to college for that stuff, so she probably sympathizes real bad, especially since I've had many computer problems in the past. So yeah, I wasn't surprised when Mom kind of took charge of that. But yeah, it's not even counting all the stuff Ash Dragon's done. I mean, for God's sake, that one time on stream she donated $100. And I'm glad that she said that she's not going to ever do that again. Because that was ridiculous. I was actually gonna buy them, but your mom kind of bought them first. I think my mom got the impression, like me, Mom doesn't expect others to buy things for her. So the impression she had was that she was gonna take that on and not you. So yeah, that's why. The tablet costs more. Oh yeah, and the donation option is gone? What do you mean? The tablet costs more. I highly doubt your mom would buy that $400 CPU. Yeah, no, she would not have been able to do that in a million years. I'm pretty sure $400 is her budget for groceries, so... That's basically her budget for groceries for the entire family, so yeah, she would not be able to afford something like that, especially not on a dime. Yeah, and that's not even counting the freaking thing I'm holding. The drawing tablet that I'm holding was Ash Dragon entirely. I can't hold it up because the cord's cut. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Come on, really? Where is the cord cut? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Yeah. This was all Ash. I didn't buy this. She bought me this tablet, too. That's not even mentioning the freaking Vaporeon that's currently sitting on my bed. I think my grocery budget is almost as big as that. Yeah, and she does that, and that feeds a whole family. Inflation, though, but still. Yeah, that budget is basically for our entire family. Although, like I said, I don't eat a lot I don't take a lot from the household these days because I got plenty of food in my room. But yeah. This was all Ash. This drawing tablet was all her. Although I think, remind me, did you pay for this by yourself or did Kawaii help you? I forget about that. But yeah, I also have a stuffed Build-A-Bear Vaporeon that I really wanted, but I was worried I was gonna miss out on it, like I unfortunately did with the Flareon and the Mew. And I have that up there on my bed right now. I unboxed that. I unboxed that on stream too, as well as this tablet. Wonder how much the tablet was. I think Ash said it was like $600, which hurts me. Like I said, oh my god. I meant on the YouTube the option to donate during stream. how do you... Oh, you paid for it yourself? Okay, cool. Okay, so I know that exists, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. Let me see if I can figure that out. No. Okay, this is not helpful at all. Yeah, I actually don't know how to do that. In US dollars? Yeah, I think it was 600. No, in Aus? Okay, then I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really seen the donate option appear on stream. That's why I have to do it through Ko-fi, because I don't know how to do it. The Ko-fi is set up to send stream messages if somebody donates. It's better than using super chats in the sense that Ko-fi doesn't take a cut of the donation. Exactly. So that's also why I do it. Because I don't really feel like handing YouTube money. Because they can kiss my ass. But yeah. I actually did figure that out, thankfully, because I felt bad that when people would occasionally donate to me, I always felt awful that they wouldn't get acknowledgement unless I found out. So I wanted to find a way to have that show up on stream when somebody does it. So yeah, I was glad that I found out that Ko-fi does that. The tablet was about 600 in Aus, but in the US it was about $400. Oh, okay. But just still, ew. People need to stop spending so much money on me. I feel bad when people do that. It's like, I love when people give me things, but I still feel bad. But worth it. I will admit. Volghorn, shut up! No! Volghorn, shut the heck up. But I will agree with that. No! Volghorn, I said shut up! I said Anyway, I do agree with Ash on that regard because, I mean, we can see the difference in my artwork. Like, now that I can draw freely with a stylus, you can definitely see the difference. My anatomy looks a lot better. The movement of the lines looks so much better. It's like, just overall, even I can say that I love the way my art looks. Oh god, no. Your reaction to it was the best as well. Hearing your reaction to the PC was even better. We still need to upload that video. Oh my god. I think I remember when I opened this tablet, I was like, this thing's freaking huge! I mean, it certainly feels huge to me, at least. I mean, look at this thing. Plus, tablets with a screen are even more expensive, so yeah. Yeah, hot damn. Well, it's also... I need to get it from my PC. But, it's also worth mentioning that not only is it an awesome way to draw artwork, but yeah, I want that reaction. Like I said, I need to post that. I know I do. I don't have the video yet, but, not only is this a drawing tablet, but also acts as a second screen, so I can stream better. Like, if I'm streaming a game on my PC that takes up the whole screen and I can't see the chat, that's how I see the chat, is I pull it up on the tablet, and then I have it just, like, sitting off to the side here, so that I can see it. And it really is helpful having a second screen, because I don't have multiple monitors. I think that's, like, the only thing that would be part of a gaming setup that I don't really have, but that's because I don't really need it. The monitor I have is wonderful already, and it's like, I don't really need a second one. Plus, I don't really have room for it on this desk anyway. I have seen that, like, there are monitors that exist where they're, like, kind of curved, and those are meant more for gaming, and I thought that was kind of cool looking. But again, I don't really need it. I'm perfectly happy with the monitor I have. At some point, like I say, if like the monitor wears out or something, that would probably be the one I would get, is one of those curved ones, just to kind of see what it's like. Because those looked really cool, not gonna lie. But yeah. I don't need dual monitors, so I'm not really concerned about it. I have everything I would need already for a gaming setup. I have a headset, I have a sound bar, I have a controller holder, I have a keyboard that lights up. But yeah, I have some RGB stuff, it's just you can't see it on stream because of the way the webcam is pointed. And my mask is in the way. Also, yeah, fun fact, this is my mask. If you can't tell what it is, it's a dark type Pokemon. And that's the one I usually use in public now. Oh, shut up! I do not need another monitor, seriously, do not buy me another monitor. Although this was actually my favorite mask for a while. I wore this to work quite often. When I had a job. But yeah, my Evolutions mask. But yeah, seriously, do not buy me another monitor. I do not need another monitor. I literally actually would not even be able to use it. Like I said, I'm on my current gaming PC desk, I literally don't have room. We need RGB cables next. What? Honestly, I don't really want RGB wall stuff yet either. Like, that's kind of something I would rather wait to get until after I move out. Because I don't want to, like, mess around with too many things on the walls and then have to take them all back down when I move out, which could be within, like, maybe within the next year. It's hard to say. But yeah, I would love, like, RGB lighting and stuff like that for my room, but that would definitely fall under the category of I would prefer to wait until I moved out until I had those. Because believe me, I've seen, like, some of the cool ways people can put in their room. Like, I also discovered that projectors exist, and, like, you can project, like, stars and stuff onto your walls. And I would, oh my god, I want that so bad. But again, I would rather wait till I'm until I move out to have stuff like that. Because in my current situation, I just wouldn't really have room or a good place to put it. It's kind of the same reason I haven't even really tried to get one of those large F4F figures yet, because I just don't have a good place to display them. I do want the Ami and the Spyro though, because those are small enough that I could actually display them in a decent way. I think on my Amazon wishlist I actually have that in there. Though I don't know if that's the best price for it is the thing. Like, I know I've seen some pretty cheap prices for the Spyro F4F figure. Like, I've seen them for like 50, 60, 70 bucks. And on Amazon I think it's going for like 80 something right now. So I don't know. But yeah, that and the smaller Amaterasus are probably the only ones I would really be able to display well right now. I would probably put them over there. Like, you can't... Here, let me take down the webcam real quick so I can show you what I mean. I'm trying to see what I'm positioning here. Ah, ignore that. Ignore all the trash in here. But, yeah, on that shelf over there is probably where I'd put it. Ugh. There we go. Ah, it's a little low. But yeah, I have like a shelf over there with a bunch of collectibles on it and stuff, and that's probably where I'd put it. I've had to think this stuff over in case I decided to splurge and get it at one point, but I haven't decided yet. For now, my most prized figurines are my Figmas. My Pit and Dark Pit ones, anyway. My Pit one is currently on my gaming desk next to my Spyro, and then my Dark Pit one's in a box here. I'm still deciding whether I really want to take it out of the box or not, because I just love it so much. Seriously, look at this thing. It's amazing. I waited a year and a half and paid like 80-something bucks for this thing. But I'm glad I finally have it. But yeah, honestly at this point I don't need monitors, I don't need RGB lighting yet. I really can't think if there's any tech I'm really missing. Like, I have a tablet, I have a microphone that works just fine. I honestly can't think of anything. You guys have honestly done enough for me anyway. At this point, the only things that I really like to get for myself are, you know, just the excess of soft things that I like to have just because of texture. Like, I love blankets and plushies and stuff. Keep that in mint condition. Yeah, I know. I did, take the pit out and pose it, which is, him right here. I did keep the box that Pit came in, and they also do come with a cute little bag that you can keep the rest of the accessories in. But yeah, I did take... This was actually a laptop would be nice but pricey. Oh god, no, I don't need that. But yeah, it took me a bit, but I did manage to pose the Pit. This was actually a Christmas gift from Cyber. This was the Christmas gift that she got me. And this was the original one, too. Like, this was the first edition Figma of Pit. It wasn't the second. So this actually came with the AR card that I really coveted for a while. So that's over there, actually. I think I stuck it in, like, a sleeve or something. There you go. Stay there, Pit. We'll see if we can find something else you might need. Like, to be honest, like, Volgorn did have a point with the laptop, because my current Chromebook that I use over there is kind of a piece of crap. But I really don't need a laptop, guys. You guys just got me a freaking gaming PC. I don't need a laptop. Honestly, I don't even really know what I would use it for. Like, It's a nice thing to have over there when I'm gaming and want to watch something at the same time, but I can just do that with my phone. Or my Alexa. Honestly, I really can't think of anything I really need all that badly. You guys have done plenty already. Yeah, I'm actually, like, it's not even me trying to be like, I don't need shit. I'm actually trying to think if there was anything I needed, and I really can't think of anything. And I will reiterate, I really don't need a laptop. Fucking love this song, though! You guys honestly give me enough gifts, honestly. You guys did inspire me to actually go into my Amazon wishlist and list things that, and actually give things priority, because now I feel like I have to. I didn't do it before because I didn't see any need. Oh, by the way, I know that you often are interested in this kind of stuff, Hero. I did the blanket I'm currently wearing, I don't know if I've actually stated this. It's a blanket that actually has Voltara and Voltage on it. I'm trying to get this in frame so it can be better seen. Yeah, it actually has Voltara and Voltage on it. Let me see if I can pull up the Voltara half. It's an extra soft blanket. But yeah, let me see if I can... But yeah, it has Voltara and Voltage on it. Now the score between me and Riku is 6-0. But, yeah, while getting all the stuff that I wanted to get for my gaming PC setup, I wanted to get a special blanket with Voltara on it. And I was able to find a website that does them. It's pricey, like, for the size that I have here, it was like, what the frick? Oh, okay, there's the cord. It was a bit pricey, like, for the size that I got, it was, I think, like, 80-something bucks. But it was literally, like, I think the biggest size. Where to make. Let me see if I can find the website if you're curious. It was, like, custom mouse pads or something? It's a custom mousepad website, but they also offer blankets. And that's actually it's funny. Now that I'm mentioning it, the mousepad that I'm currently using also has Voltara and Voltage on it. I actually got both at the time. Let me see if there's a way I can show it. But yeah, I actually have a gaming mousepad that has Voltara and Voltage on it as well. And both of these came from this site. But yeah, it's like mycustommousepad.com. I'll put a link in the chat here. Did you get this a few months ago? I remember you mentioning this before. Yeah, I've had them for a while. And, oh my gosh, I can't, when I first, like, unwrapped this blanket, oh my god, like, for real, this blanket is, like, super soft. And it's definitely one of my 2 top favorites. Next to my, Luna blanket and my Game Theory blanket. But, I think I might do it. Yeah, I think you mentioned that you were curious about getting something from them too, Ash. But yeah, you can literally put any image that you want on a blanket or a mouse pad, and I can attest, like, this is probably the most valuable image of the 2 that I have, because it was definitely the priciest commission that someone got me. It's a very detailed picture, and no detail was lost when they put this on the blanket. Same with the image that I used for the mouse pad. Which both were art from other people. The print quality is astounding. Like, they came out so good. And I've been meaning to, and the reason why I brought it up is at some point I would love to get more blankets from them, because I have so many OCs that I would love to put on blankets. Like, I actually have other Voltara images I would love to put on a blanket. But yeah. And I guess it's kind of a way to get something with Voltara on it if y'all want to, instead of because I really don't think I'm ever gonna do merch, because it's just, I don't know, I think it feels stupid. But I guess, like, if someone wanted to get a blanket or something with Voltara on it, if they asked me first, I would probably be willing to lend them an image they can use for this website if they wanted one. Lol, zoomed into Voltara's thigh. Lol, yeah, just. Yeah. Let me fix that. What size would be best? It really does depend, because I got the largest size for both the mouse pad and the blanket, and the mouse pad pretty much stretches almost across the entire table. I also have an angel dust one, but whatever. But yeah, I would love to get more from them someday. I'm gonna favorite their website here for a later note. But yeah, there are so many other images I would love to see on a blanket, especially now knowing that the image quality doesn't diminish at all. Alright, am I done? I might be done. Oh no, not quite yet. I'm getting one of Scarlet done by Neutrix. Ooh. Oh, I want to see that when it's done. really want to see more people draw Volty. I wish I had like unlimited money to just throw at artists. Like I wish I could just commission all sorts of artists to draw Volty. Seeing my beloved girl in all different art styles. Temporal Tower for the win. It's true. I wish I could just commission everybody. I love supporting artists. It's great. I truly wish I could just support every artist I see. I want to get it put into a mouse pad. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, for the mousepad, I chose the image I did because I thought it had the best look on a mousepad. Especially with, you can't see it, but, actually, you know, here, I got an idea. Going back to the image folders of wonder. Let's see. I was tempted to get this put on the blanket. And this would probably be my next choice if I got it put on a blanket. Like, this would probably be my next choice for an image if I got another blanket of her. Where is it? Oh yeah, this is the image that's currently on my blanket that I'm wearing. You can see it a little bit better here. But yeah, this is the image that's currently on it. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the one that's on my mouse pad. Here it is. This is the image I have on my mouse pad. I thought that the wing coming closer to the camera like this would look good on a mouse pad, and I actually think it really does. Don't we all? I'm gonna check something real quick. Wow. I'm actually 50%, almost 50% there for my current Ko-fi goal. 42%. I wish it told you exactly like how much you earned. Let me try something real quick. Stream alerts. Alright, let me see if I can find... I can change the color. Oh, I can even change the sound that plays. I might mess around with that for a bit at some point. It doesn't say to... It doesn't say, like, if, how much, like, if, to have it... for it to say how much was given. I really wish there was a way to fix that. Yeah, I'm almost halfway there for my current Ko-fi goal. I kind of decided that I would start using the Ko-fi goals as a way to kind of, like, I guess, make a goal to work towards for Ko-fi. That's redundant. Basically, it's like if there's a specific thing that I really want that's pricey, I guess I decided to use the Ko-fi goals for that, just in case. Be a way to also keep me from spending money all the time. Because if I tell myself I can't spend the money until it obviously reaches the goal, so. I think for my current goal, I have until May 23rd, I think? Let me look. No, I have until May 12th. Because my current Ko-fi goal is it's actually a figure from the same company that made the Figmas. They have a pre-order currently going for Amaterasu from Okami. And it's such a beautiful figure, so it's not too expensive either. It's a fairly decent sized goal. It's like, I think I determined that like overall $50 would be a good price range for it, just to make sure it covers like shipping and stuff. But yeah, that's what my current goal goes towards, because this thing is absolutely beautiful and I love Okami just so much. I would like to preface that does not mean I expect people to just hand me money for things that I like, because that's a terrible thing to assume. It's just there in case. It's like, might as well give it a purpose. Let's see. Alright, so the liner is about done. That looks really good. I like how this looks. Did you fight Riku when you played Kingdom Hearts 1? I haven't gotten that far yet. I actually haven't played it, like, much at all, because I've been enjoying Kingdom Hearts 3 too much. I might actually do another playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, if, enough good mods come out. Just to play through, just to test it out with mods. But yeah, I haven't fought Riku yet. I'm nowhere near. I actually don't even remember. I think I left off in, Traverse Town? Was it Traverse Town or Twilight Town? It was Traverse Town, I think, because Twilight Town I don't think appears till Kingdom Hearts 2. So if we want to do a before and after, this was the sketch. It's in the first island area. You got past it on stream. Oh. I don't think so, no. But yeah, this was the sketch. My very messy sketch. And then this is the line art. That's the two together. And that's it with just the line art. I am so proud of this anatomy. This is probably the best dragon anatomy I've ever done. And now, because it would not be a Voltara stream without it, I'm going to put the tablet down, move my phone. The stylus can go there. Came out great. It is not a Voltara stream without hugging the plushie. Honestly, I might make this a tradition. It's like every stream. Can't wait to see it all colored and shaded. Oh god, yeah. I'm probably not gonna work on it anymore today. But yeah. My baby girl. She still smells like lavender. She is beautiful. She's so big she doesn't even fit on the webcam when I sit up. My snuggle Voltari, yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, well, I'm off. Thank you for the stream. It was fun. Alright, Ash. Talk to you later. Alright. Time for me to end the stream here. And go do something else. I'm not really sure what. Love you guys. Talk to y'all later.